Welcome to my channel. Today, we are examining the fascinating life of Johannes Kepler, the only scientist who managed to escape the Church's wrath during a time when questioning religious dogma meant risking your life. This video will take you through his life story and show you why he was the one and only person to manage to escape the clutches of the Catholic Church. Before we start, be sure to stay tuned for more videos about great scientists and mathematicians and all their achievements. Let's dive right into the video. In the grand story of science, some names shine brighter than others. Isaac Newton, Marie Curie, Albert Einstein. Their brilliance illuminates our understanding of the universe. Yet for centuries, a dark shadow loomed over discovery. The Church, the ultimate authority of medieval Europe, controlled not just souls, but truth itself. To defy its dogmas was to risk everything. Galileo faced trial. Giordano Bruno faced the flames. And yet there was one man, one scientist, who walked the razor's edge of heresy and survived. This is the story of Johannes Kepler, the man who cracked the code of the cosmos and escaped the Church's wrath. The world before Kepler. For over 1,000 years, the cosmos was defined by the teachings of the ancient Greek astronomer Ptolemy, a perfect Earth-centered universe where planets and stars circled in divine harmony. This wasn't just science, it was theology. The Church had woven geocentrism into the very fabric of Christian doctrine. To say otherwise wasn't just wrong, it was dangerous. Copernicus, the quiet rebel. In 1543, Nicolaus Copernicus dared to suggest something radical, that the Earth was not the center, but a planet orbiting the Sun. He published his ideas in a book called De Revolutionibus Orbium Coelestium. He dedicated his work to the Pope and passed away the same year. His death spared him the Inquisition's wrath, but his death lit a fuse that others would ignite. Bruno, the martyr of infinity. Giordano Bruno was no quiet rebel. He preached an infinite universe filled with countless worlds, some perhaps with life. To the Church, this was blasphemy, not science. In 1600, Bruno was burned alive in Rome's Campo di Fiori. His execution sent a chilling message: question the heavens and risk the stake. Galileo, the trial heard around the world. Galileo Galilei embraced the Copernican model and had the evidence to prove it. But Galileo also had a fatal flaw. He made enemies. In 1633, he was tried for heresy, forced to recant, and spent his remaining years under house arrest. His trial became a symbol of the eternal tension between free thought and authority. Enter Johannes Kepler. Amid these turbulent times, Johannes Kepler emerged. Born in 1571 in Protestant Württemberg, Kepler was a devout Lutheran, a man of faith and mathematics. In 1600, he joined Tycho Brahe in Prague, inheriting the most accurate astronomical data in the world. From this, Kepler derived his 3 laws of planetary motion, laws that not only confirmed the sun's central place, but mathematically described the dance of the planets with unprecedented precision. How did Kepler survive? So how did Kepler survive when others were silenced? First, geography. Kepler lived under Protestant rulers in the Holy Roman Empire, beyond the immediate reach of the Catholic Inquisition. Second, diplomacy. Kepler presented heliocentrism not as a challenge to God, but as a divine design. He wrote, "The wisdom of the Lord is reflected in the harmony of the world." To the Church, Kepler was not a dangerous revolutionary, but a faithful interpreter of creation. Trials of a different kind. Kepler was not untouched by persecution, just not for his science. In 1615, his own mother was accused of witchcraft, a charge that could end in execution. For years, Kepler fought tirelessly in court to save her life. In 1621, he succeeded, a rare victory in an age of superstition and fear. The year is 1630. The place, Prague, a city steeped in history and at the heart of Europe. Johannes Kepler, The brilliant astronomer whose laws had unveiled the secrets of planetary motion is gravely ill. As he lies in bed, his mind, even in sickness, is a universe unto itself, filled with thoughts of celestial harmony and mathematical elegance. Beside him sits his wife, Maria, her face etched with worry. She knows her husband's fiery spirit, his relentless pursuit of truth, has often put him on a collision course with authority. But she could not have imagined that the end would come so swiftly and with such finality. Kepler's thoughts drift back to the long road that brought him to this moment. He recalls the years spent in the shadow of the mighty Alps, where his fascination with the heavens began. He remembers his mentor, the great Tycho Brahe, whose empirical approach to astronomy ignited his passion for observation and data. Then there are the laws he discovered, his crowning achievements, which turned the tables on the long-held belief that the Earth was the center of the universe. These laws, born from meticulous observation and elegant mathematics, had not only redefined the solar system, but had shaken the very foundations of scientific thought. Yet for all his brilliance, Kepler has been a marked man, a heretic in the eyes of the Church, a challenger of the status quo in the eyes of the establishment. He has walked the tightrope between faith and reason, between acceptance and persecution, all in the name of his beloved science. Through it all, though, he never wavered. His commitment to truth, his thirst for knowledge, was a guiding light that led him ever forward. As the fever breaks, Kepler finds himself in a world that feels strange and distant. He is weak, but his mind is sharp and clear. With a sudden surge of energy, he dictates his last will and testament to his wife, his words steady and resolute. He knows he may not recover, but he is ready. He has lived a life of purpose, and his work will continue to illuminate the path of scientific discovery long after he is gone. Maria, with tears in her eyes, but strength in her heart, sees her husband's spirit endure. She knows that Kepler's journey is not over. His place among the stars is secure, and so she tends to him with love and care, cherishing the moments they have left and honoring the legacy that binds them together. When news of Kepler's death reaches his contemporaries, there is a sense of profound loss, not just for the brilliant scientist who has departed, but for the unwavering spirit of exploration and discovery that he embodied. His colleagues and students gather to mourn, sharing stories of his brilliance and tenacity. Among them is a young astronomer named Isaac Newton, who has been deeply influenced by Kepler's work. He stands in silent tribute, unaware that he will one day carry the torch of astronomical discovery into new and uncharted territories. Kepler as body is laid to rest in a simple ceremony in the old town hall cemetery in Prague. His grave, modest but dignified, becomes a pilgrimage site for those who admire his work and the courage that sustained him. Over the centuries, his legacy grows, inspiring generations of scientists and dreamers to look up at the stars and seek out the harmonies that govern the universe. Thousands of miles away in England, Galileo Galilei hears the news of Kepler's passing. A deep sadness envelops him. He remembers his friend and colleague, the man whose brilliant mind had illuminated the path of astronomical discovery. Though separated by distance and circumstance, they had shared a common pursuit, a relentless quest for truth in a world that often sought to confine it. Galileo raises his gaze to the heavens, knowing that Kepler's spirit continues to soar among the stars. In the annals of history, two names stand out: Johannes Kepler and Galileo Galilei, men who dared to challenge the prevailing wisdom of their time and unlock the secrets of the cosmos. Kepler, the mathematician and astronomer who revealed the elliptical paths of planets around the sun, forever altering our understanding of the universe. Galileo, the physicist and astronomer who made groundbreaking discoveries with his telescope, confirming the heliocentric model of the solar system and laying the foundation for modern physics. Their contributions to science were monumental, yet their paths were vastly different. Kepler, the meticulous observer and lawmaking genius, preferred the solitude of his studies, finding solace in the elegance of numbers and the predictability of planetary motion. Galileo, the flamboyant showman and passionate advocate, reveled in public acclaim and used his fame to champion scientific progress. Yet despite their contrasting personalities and approaches, they shared a common bond, a relentless pursuit of truth in the face of adversity. Both men challenged long-held beliefs and conventional wisdom, risking their reputations and enduring persecution for their convictions. Kepler, with his groundbreaking laws of planetary motion, overturned the long-held belief in an Earth-centered universe, placing the Sun at the center instead. Galileo, with his telescopic observations of the Moon, Jupiter's moons, and the phases of Venus, provided compelling evidence to support heliocentrism. Their discoveries had profound implications, not just for the advancement of scientific knowledge, but for humanity's understanding of its place in the cosmos. Kepler's laws provided a mathematical framework for predicting the motion of planets, laying the foundation for celestial navigation and space exploration. Galileo's observations revolutionized our understanding of the solar system, shattering the notion of Earth's uniqueness and hinting at the existence of countless other worlds. However, their groundbreaking discoveries were not without controversy. Kepler and Galileo lived in an era when scientific progress was often met with resistance, particularly from religious authorities who saw challenges to established doctrines as threats to their power and influence. Kepler, with his heliocentric views, was criticized and ridiculed by theologians who clung to the belief in an Earth-centered universe. Galileo, with his telescopic revelations, faced condemnation from the Church, which saw his discoveries as incompatible with biblical teachings. Despite the opposition, both men stood firm, driven by their insatiable curiosity and commitment to the pursuit of truth. Their courage in the face of adversity serves as an inspiration, reminding us that the path to discovery is often fraught with challenges, and that those who dare to question conventional wisdom must be prepared to endure persecution. In the end, it was their unwavering dedication to uncovering the mysteries of the universe that secured their place in history. Johannes Kepler and Galileo Galilei, two giants of scientific thought, forever linked in their pursuit of truth and their contributions to our understanding of the cosmos.